Welcome to the channel of proadvise. In this video series, we present the key features and the correct handling of our proimporter. With a proimporter, you can import XER and MPP files from Primavera P6 and MS Project quickly, reliably, and without data loss into Primavera P6. In today's video, we will take a closer look at how you can easily, reliably, and rule-based import MPP files into Primavera P6 using the proimporter. Using the Open File or File Open Project button, you can select the MPP file you want to import into Primavera P6. After selecting the file, a pop-up with two tabs is displayed by default. The first tab shows fields that are available in the file but do not have any assignment. The second tab lists the general logic differences between MS Project and Oracle Primavera P6. These differences remain the same for every import, regardless of the file. Unlike an XER file, an MPP file always contains only one project. By default, the project ID is generated based on the MPP file name. For very long ID, you can manually adjust it to match your internal naming conventions. Simply click on the ID, edit the value, and confirm with Enter. If you want to import the project with the existing ID, but the number of characters exceeds the limit allowed in P6, the proimporter will detect this during the validation check and automatically offer a quick fix. The quick fix shortens the ID to the allowed character limit. Before the import, select the EPS node into which the project should be imported by clicking on the Import to EPS tab. You can now perform manual adjustments for your import file by going through the available tabs. In the Resource tab, you will see all resources included in your MPP file. Some resources have already been set to Ignore because the proimporter identified that they are not used. All other resources that do not yet exist in P6 based on their ID are assigned the default import action, Create as root. By clicking on the import action, you can choose to ignore a resource, create it under a different parent, or map it to an existing resource in P6. Some resources were recognized in P6 based on their ID and therefore automatically receive the import action, Use, instead. In addition to the ID, name, and status of each resource, you can also see the type and the assigned calendar. By clicking on the arrow in the Calendar column, you can navigate directly to the related calendar and make further adjustments. Next is the Roles tab. Since MS Project does not use roles in the same way, this tab will always remain empty when importing MPP files. This also applies to global activity codes, EPS activity codes, project codes, role codes, and assignment codes. In the Project Activity Codes tab, you will find all project activity codes that are defined within the project. Here, you can review all relevant information and define the import action according to your needs. The same applies to resource codes. In the UDF tab, you can see all user-defined fields stored in the project. For each UDF, you can decide whether to map it to an existing UDF in P6, depending on the data type, instead of creating new UDFs in your P6 database during import. The Calendar tab highlights a specific characteristic of MS Project. For every resource created in MS Project, a corresponding resource calendar with the same name is generated. The proimporter recognized that several resources were set to Ignore, so their corresponding resource calendars were also assigned the import action Ignore. This ensures that you do not import resource calendars that are no longer required. By selecting an individual calendar, you can view its configuration on the right-hand side. After reviewing them, you may also choose to map multiple calendars to a calendar in P6. MS Project does not include notebook topics or cost accounts. Therefore, these two tabs remain empty during an MPP import. By clicking on Validate, the proimporter performs a validation check of your import file. In the lower section of the interface, you will see all inconsistencies that have been detected. For example, some resources have ID values that are too long. Using the Jump To option, you can directly navigate to the affected resource and decide how to proceed. You can manually shorten the ID or use the proimporter's Quick Fix, which automatically trims the field to the allowed length. Under Calendar, several unused calendars were identified that should not be imported. With a simple click on Quick Fix, they are set to ignore by the proimporter. The validation is now complete, and no further issues remain. Your project can now be imported into your P6 database without any problems. This was our overview of how the proimporter enables smooth and loss-free imports from MS Project into your Primavera P6 target database. If you don't want to miss an episode, feel free to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. If you'd like to dive deeper right away, simply scan the QR code or check the video description for the link to our website and additional information about the proimporter. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.